BJP has released a third list for the candidates for the upcoming Lok Sabha elections 2024. Now remember, the two lists have already been released by the BJP. This is the third list of the candidates the party has released. So far, more than about 162 candidates have been announced by, in fact, the BJP. Interestingly, recently, released from her duty as the Governor, Tamilisai Soundararajan, who was BJP leader, then of course became the Governor, and now has resigned and once again is jumping into the electoral frame, is going to fight the election from Chennai South. This is the latest that we are getting in at this moment. This is part of the third list that the party has released. So a lot of names from southern India also, as far as this list is concerned. What we'll try and see the total number of names in this list, because at this moment the BJP in fact has taken a lead over every political party in terms of the speed at which they have been deciding and releasing the names of their candidates. As I told you, ladies and gentlemen, about 162 names have already been announced. Let me go across now to my colleague Vasudha Venugopal, who's joining us with more details on this. Vasudha, third list also out now. Which are the states covered in this? What is the total number of candidates which have been announced as far as the third list is concerned?
Well, Ankit, I think the most important thing here is, of course, Tamil Nadu. There was a lot of talks and discussions because the Prime Minister also has been making a lot of repeated visits to Tamil Nadu. And K Annamalai, who is the president of the BJP Tamil Nadu, is going to fight from Coimbatore. Now, this is a seat that the BJP in assembly polls won. In fact, it was Vanati Srinivasan who won against Kamal Hassan. It's seen as a place where BJP has built its organization for the last 9 years. In fact, this time also when the Prime Minister went to Coimbatore, he made it a point to talk about the 93 Coimbatore blast. He also talked about this Karyakarta of the BJP who lost his life due to political violence there. So K Annamalai makes his electoral this is the second time he's fighting elections. He fought from Karur last time in the assembly polls and lost. So this is going to be a big challenge for him, because remember that his graph has been on the rise, but this is an electoral test for him and he'll have to really prove himself out there. Of course, apart from that, you see L Murugun, who is an MOS in the center, MOS INB and fisheries. He comes from the Arundhatiyar or the SE or the Dalit community from Tamil Nadu, one of the most deprived sections of the state. He is going to fight from Nilgiris against A Raja, another political heavyweight from DMK. We also have Tamilisai Soundararajan, like you were saying, former governor of Telangana. She has been the former BJP president of Tamil Nadu. She is going to fight from Chennai South, a highly, a very prestigious seat, and this is where Tamilarachi Thangapandian or Sumati, an MP who's seen as very close to the DMK family, somebody whose family also has been associated with the Justice Party. She's going to fight from Chennai South. That is going to be another battle. Apart from that, Nainar Nagendran, a political heavyweight who shifted to the BJP from the AIDMK, also has been fielded from Thoothukudi, and this is against Kanyakumari from DMK. So that again becomes a high-profile seat. Pon Radhakrishnan, who won the 2014 seat for Kanyakumari from the BJP, but lost it in 2019 November. It went to Vasant, who's a Congress MP. That seat actually sees national parties doing well, BJP versus Congress, because it has Hindu population and also a predominant Christian population. So Pon Radhakrishnan will fight again on a BJP ticket. He has been an MOS for urban development in the 2014, in the first regime of the Narendra Modi era. So he again is going to fight from Kanyakumari. So clearly this is what we know about the Tamil Nadu list. I'm told that more meetings are being held, and someone like, say, an actor turned politician, Radhika Sarath Kumar, could also be fielded, but there's a lot of discussions as to what seats would go to the PMK. PMK is also an ally now. It wants, not just the 10 seats, but it wants a lot of those good seats which have a good population of the 1 years. It also wants to increase its strike rate. So it'll be interesting to see how many of those seats get announced in the coming days. CEC meeting is going to take place day after tomorrow. So we'll hear more then.
Right, so third list is out. So stay on with me. Let me also go across to Sam Daniel, our colleague who's joining us from Chennai. Sam, the BJP, in fact, without any alliance as far as the AIDMK is concerned, has come up with their list. What is the reaction that you are getting there? And just bring our viewers a sense of how these contests are now stacked up with BJP throwing in their hat.
Well, Ankit, the larger strategy by the BJP looking at this first list for Tamil Nadu and the third list for the BJP on the whole looks like the party, as we have been reporting over the last few days, has chosen to field high-profile candidates to make sure, although they don't have a great alliance in Tamil Nadu, by virtue of the high-profile nature of these candidates and the frequent campaigns by Prime Minister Modi in Tamil Nadu and the recent Padayatra by Annamalai could help them to expand their footprint and possibly give their best shot to win seats in Tamil Nadu. For example, Annamalai, the BJP state president, would contest from Coimbatore, where the party has a considerable presence compared to other districts in Tamil Nadu. Secondly, L Murugun, the union minister who was recently elevated or given a second time berth in Rajya Sabha, has been fielded for Nilgiri. So it will be an exciting battle there because already DMK's blue-eyed boy, as they call him, A. Raja, would be contesting from there, and it will be a fascinating fight there. Pon Radhakrishnan, a veteran in BJP who lost last time to father-son duo. First to Kumar, later to his son after he passed away. He has been again fielded there. He is a former union minister. Parivender, who last time won Perambalur seat in alliance with the DMK, has been fielded in the same seat without an alliance there. And Vinod Selvam is a kind of a firebrand youth wing leader. He has been fielded to Chennai Central, where he would be facing DMK's Dayanidhi Maran from there. And interestingly, Dr. Tamilisai Soundararajan, former governor, as we have been reporting, has been fielded in Chennai South, where she will face another DMK woman leader, Tamilachi Thangapandian. But the factual position, Ankit, on the ground is that the BJP has a negligible presence in the state, less than 3%. And last time it was able to win because of the alliance with AIADMK. This time the AIADMK has snapped its ties, and it has a few smaller parties. The one significant is the PMK, which has a considerable presence in the northern part of Tamil Nadu among the one-year community. So arithmetically, this alliance is not enough to take on either the ruling DMK, which has a formidable alliance, or the opposition AIADMK, which again has a strong alliance.
Okay.
But the BJP claims over the last 2 years, the party's footprint has expanded, largely due to Annamalai's Padayatra and his charismatic firebrand kind of appeal in Tamil Nadu. And they hope the high-profile candidates and the expanded or increased footprint of the BJP now could actually increase their vote share, possibly win elections. Will that work? That's something we'll have to wait and see. But
absolutely,
BJP over the last few years has been seen as a liability in Tamil Nadu. The AIADMK, which fought 2 elections in alliance with the BJP, lost both elections, both the Lok Sabha elections earlier and the 2021 Assembly election. That's why ADMK decided to part ways and fight alone.
You're right, but things have changed since then. In fact, the Prime Minister Vasudha, as Sam was also saying, for the BJP, the trump card is the Prime Minister, and they are hoping that at least with the way AIADMK has been weakened with their inner fights, they would be able to cannibalize some of that vote as far as the AIADMK is concerned.
Yes, Ankit, and Sam would also agree with this, but I think the party has gone with trained horses here. While Vinod Selvam is a firebrand leader, they've gone with Pon Radhakrishnan, who cannot be really determined as a fresh face. He's a senior leader, and even in Chennai South, I'm told that there were so many aspirants for it, but they've gone with Tamilisai Soundararajan. So it's also about building and safeguarding their own organization and leaders, I think, for the BJP, and the Prime Minister being the prime mover of the entire campaign. But I think everyone would agree that this is a big test for Annamalai, but also let's agree that this is not that difficult a seat for him. This is Coimbatore, where the party has worked very hard over the last few years. Its vote share has also gone up, and the Prime Minister has been making several visits to Coimbatore, and now it makes sense how the entire focus was on the western belt of Tamil Nadu. So clearly 9 seats have been announced, but more seats, I'm told, are going to be announced in the coming days, and there are many discussions out there, so we'll get to know what's going to happen in the far, contentious areas also. But L Murugan, we know that he lost that, last time, but then he was given a Rajya Sabha seat. He has been in MOS here. The Prime Minister, in fact, took part in his Pongal Day celebrations.
Yes.
And that outreach is also seen as a big BJP outreach with the SEs of Tamil Nadu. And Arundhatiyar community is specifically important because it's seen as the most deprived section. So this is seen as a larger message to that community.
Sam, I remember just a couple of days back when the Prime Minister was on his roadshow in Coimbatore, and we were discussing that whether Annamalai is going to contest the election, from that constituency. Just bring our viewers a sense about the kind of work that possibly Annamalai has done. And this is also the first time, like you were mentioning, the BJP largely is going to take on both the Dravidian giants as far as Tamil Nadu politics is concerned, AIDMK on one hand and the ruling DMK on the other.
Well, Annamalai's signature style, Ankit, is to not mince words even if it was an ally. And that's what had led for the AIADMK parting ways. He took on both the ruling DMK and the AIADMK, even when he was in alliance with the AIADMK. And he had a clear vision in mind. Just because the party was in alliance with one particular party, he didn't want that to be a kind of an excuse or a kind of an irritant to stop him from expanding his own party. So for a long time, he made it very clear an alliance is for a particular election, and that BJP as a separate party, even when AIDMK was in rule in Tamil Nadu, he made sure he was able to distinguish his party from the alliance and pave way for a longer road, pave way for expanding the party's footprint. And that's what, in a way, struck chord with sections of the society that made him a kind of a charismatic leader who was bold, who would not compromise even if it meant taking on an ally. And that had a kind of the BJP had to pay a costly price because with AIADMK support they were able to win one seat earlier in the 2019 Lok Sabha elections, and in the assembly elections in 2021 they were able to win 4 seats. This wouldn't have been possible without an alliance with the AIADMK. But for example, in Tamil Nadu for decades the Congress was being as an eternal bride in waiting.
Right.
And a bridesmaid, as they call it, because the Congress would never take an aggressive stand against DMK because it was always going piggyback on the DMK. But BJP or Annamalai didn't want BJP to go that way. Although you are in alliance with the party, he wanted to make sure at some point in time the BJP would grow on its own and would be seen growing, competing with the two Dravidian arch rivals. And that's something distinguished him from the way, for example, the other national party in Tamil Nadu, the Congress, was handling things over the last several decades. In spite of having been in power, the Congress, after the late 50s, could not really capture power, could not really grow beyond a certain level in the state.
That's right. The difference between two national political parties, in fact, and you've seen this playbook as far as the BJP is concerned. Initially, piggybacking as far as the regional giants are concerned, and then eventually becoming the big brother. Bihar is the recent example. Thank you.